it's almost disrespectful to the amount of good players there are here to speak about individuals. But what I want for these players, I've had this conversation with a few of them over the last few days, is why not in 10 years' time people speak about you in that way? Why can't it be you? Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Moi Caicedo, João Pedro, Pedro Neto, the list, Esteval. I want people in 5, 10 years to talk about my lads in that way. And it's my job to try and help them achieve that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
I don't know about you, but I'm very positive and confident for the games today at Stamford Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. And I can listen to Liam Rosenior all day, every day. The guy is so smart. He's not entitled. He knows the job ahead of him. He knows that it's about the result. You have to earn respect from the fans, from the owners. And if you don't win, you're not going to have time in football. He's so balanced, man. Look at his interview. And he said what? I am not arrogant, but I'm confident about my job. I know what I'm doing. The guy can speak, man. It's a pleasure to listen to this guy. But you know what? He will be judged based on result on the pitch. He knows that. So you don't have to remind him. And he knows that he's going to just lose also games. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be competing immediately with a team that been there with the same manager for 6 years. Arteta been there. Remember that. But he is up to the challenge. He's talking about Chelsea past teams like Didier Drogba, Gianfranco Zola, how energy, determination they were on the pitch even when they lose games. So don't expect him to win every single game, and don't come at me tonight when if something goes wrong and oh yeah, you say that Maresca was the problem. Look at Liam. Liam is in the job for a few days, probably 4 training sessions, and you can't compare with somebody who's been there for 18 months with the same team with the quality that we have. And for the record, I never wanted Maresca to go, but telling the truth about Maresca, how players are out of position and we have only one system, one way of playing football, I got killed by people for telling the truth. But you will see me here in the same channel coming and saying the same exact things when it comes to Liam Rosenior if he starts doing stupidity on the pitch. I'm not gonna say get him out, but I am a free man, right? I'm different than other YouTube channels where you have to tell people what they wanna hear or what is trending on social media so you can have views and hallelujah and amen. I don't make money on YouTube. I'm still independent. I have a full-time job. I'm not here to tell the lies and manipulate people so they can like me and they can subscribe. No, I don't do evil. I don't do stupid stuff, right? If this guy starts doing stupid things, I'll come here and criticize him fairly, the way I criticize Frank Lampard, Thomas Tuchel, Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, or Maresca. Everybody is going to have a fair treatment here. So if you expect me to come here and copy-paste what Pies or some big account on social media are repeating and selling us, this is not your place, my friend. This is the truth and only the truth.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Let me remind you the starting 11. I already made my preview and more details. I think Cole Palmer is going to be there. Still a doubt. We don't know if he's going to be there or not. But I think this is a mind game from the manager saying, oh, I don't know, I have to check one more training session, whatever. So Arteta keep on guessing if Cole Palmer is going to be there or not. But I think that he's going to be there. He's going to start this game together with Esteval Willian and I think we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. All gun blazings. First leg at Stamford Bridge, we have to get a good result. And the second leg, let's see what's going to happen. But in front of our fans, the first game for the new manager at Stamford Bridge, my friends, today, get your popcorn ready because it's going to be all gun blazings. The tackles are going to be flying. It could be red card. It could be a lot of yellow card. Fight physically, mentally. It's going to be epic at Stamford Bridge. Liam Rosenior is not going to take no for an answer. He will do everything. He's going to throw the kitchen sink. He's going to throw everything on that pitch to really win over the fans at Stamford Bridge. Even if we lose, even if we draw, but everybody is going to be very happy the end of the game to see what kind of football we're going to play tonight. So Palmer, I am confident that he's going to start the game today together with Estevan Willian. Pedro Neto is going to start. Liam Delap is going to be in front. Enzo Fernandez, of course. And Andre Santos. Remember, Moises Caicedo is suspended for this game because he got the accumulation of yellow card, so he's going to be suspended. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but that's what I heard. And also, Cucurella is not going to be there because he got the red card. Red card again, ole ole. You know, like we became like Red Card FC. So two key players that are not going to be there. I think Declan Rice is laughing because he won't be able to face the best in the world, Mr. Caicedo, and Bukayo Saka is laughing because he don't have to deal with the more complicated player on the planet, Mr. Cucurella. But I think we have more than enough quality to beat them. So Hato is gonna play. Andre Santos is gonna play in the place of Moises Caicedo. Chalobah need to start. Fofana needs to play, and Reece James, the captain, need to be there. But right now, we don't know even what system we're going to play. The manager hasn't really given us enough because he only played one game. So you don't know. All this might be just rubbish. He might twist the system a different way. 3 at the back, different players. But the end of the day is play football, play with a lot of energy and determination, and try to get a result today at Stamford Bridge. I think we're going to do it. My score prediction is Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. Get in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think about this game.
What about this game against Arsenal then? Because obviously there is a game coming up and I know you've got a lot going on. What an opportunity though against Arsenal. The chance possibly to reach a domestic final already within what would be a matter of months by that time.
Yeah, incredible. Football throws these things up. I think that's why we love it. You just never know what's around the corner. All I want to see is a team just run and fight for the shirt. And normally when you have good players, if you run and fight for the shirt and you want to win every duel and you want to win every header and every tackle and know about the rivalry, you have a good chance to win. They're a very good team. They're so well coached, very well organised. They've had a fantastic season. But it's a cup game and I'm really, really looking forward to my first home game, my first experience as head coach of Chelsea.
And they talk about Mikel Arteta as well and the time that he has been given. This job now is all about time, isn't it?
It is, but sometimes you're not afforded that time. But in order to gain time, I think you have to show things are moving in a positive direction. And I think Mikel's shown that in the time that he's had an idea. The board and the people above him that are with him and aligned in what they want to see, and that's given him the time. So it's not just they've given him time, he's earned the time. And I think as a coach, it's ideal I'd love to have 6 years here and see what the team looks like after 6 years. The reality for every coach is you have to win every game that you have to try and win every game that you play. You have to show that the team is improving in the short term. And if you do that, then hopefully you get the time to really put your imprint on the team.
And lastly, tell me about the last time you were at Stamford Bridge. It was a charity football match.
It was a charity football match.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Jimmy showed racism the red card, something really, really passionate about. It was amazing. It's the only time I've ever played since I retired. And yeah, had a great time. Jimmy played. He didn't move as well as he did when he was a player. I know he's probably in the studio, but Jimmy's a great guy. There was some really, really good people. It was a really, really good cause. And if you'd have said to me at that moment, probably the next time I'd be at Stamford Bridge was as head coach, I would have said you're crazy, but life does do that to you sometimes.
You're here now.
I'm so lucky to be here, and I want to make the most of it.
Absolute pleasure, Liam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Liam, talk to us about your first week. It's been a seismic week, a lot going on. How have you enjoyed it? Loved
it. Have to say, the staff, the players have made me feel so welcome with my staff. It has been a whirlwind. Getting off the plane in Strasbourg, and I literally came straight to the training ground to meet the players. But I have to say, so far, their engagement, their enthusiasm, their work ethic, and just how they've been as human beings has been top. I've enjoyed every moment, and I'm looking forward to a lot of games to come in the near future.
Have you managed to catch your breath yet?
I had a good night's sleep the last 2 nights, especially after winning your first game, which is a great thing to do. No matter those FA Cup games away at Charlton, that's a really, really difficult game. I thought the players acquitted themselves really, really well. And it's a good thing to build off of now, going into obviously a massive game on Wednesday night.
Do you believe in, when people talk about perfect timing, when you're always looking to progress and you always want that opportunity, and there is the right time for you to come into a club like Chelsea, an elite club?
Yeah, I've always worked really, really hard. I've always been passionate about this job from before doing this job. I've studied. People in my life know the sacrifices I've made. It's an amazing thing when it kind of aligns and you get an opportunity like this. And I intend, to give everything I possibly can to make this opportunity a successful one. But I have to say as well, I feel like I've earned an opportunity. Chelsea are a huge club, and I know a lot of questions are being asked of my CV and my playing career and my reputation. At the same time, before Chelsea, I had opportunities to go to Champions League clubs. A lot of people saw the work I did, not just in France, but in Hull and in Derby, and maximising the resources that I've had and playing in a certain way. So I want to prove that I'm worthy of this amazing privilege that I have to be head coach of Chelsea Football Club. And that's the weird thing with me. I enjoy this job. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy seeing things, seeing players improve, seeing your team perform in the way you want to see it. I even enjoy the difficult moments, and I intend to enjoy every moment that I'm at this football club. And I'm sure if I do that to the level that I expect of myself, my staff and the players, we can achieve some really, really good things here in the long run.
Do you have that advantage that you already have this relationship with Blueco? So many people talk about that, but you've worked with them, you know their priorities, you know their ambitions, you know the people involved.
Yeah.
Does that help?
100%. 100%. I know the long-term objectives of the guys, why they've done things in a certain way. And the great thing is I'm fully aligned with it. I understand. I understand why, if results in the short term aren't quite where a club wants them to be, why there's frustration. But I really, really believe that in the end, I'm a positive, half glass full kind of person. I'm optimistic that we can make this club really, really successful. Otherwise, I wouldn't have joined. Everything begins with hard work, intensity, and winning duels. This is a club with a long, long history. This club's been on the brink of administration. Ken Bates bought this club for £1. And people at this football club who still support this club were working so hard to keep this club going. And then to see the era with the trophies and Jose Mourinho. But that club was built, and that success was built on hard work. So for me, I want the fans, when they come to see us play, we might win games. We're probably going to lose some games along the way. But they can come up the stadium and they can say, those 11 players, they gave everything in the moment. And I think if I can work towards that, then opinions or whether I deserve the job or whether I'm experienced enough or whether I'm good enough, it's noise. I need to focus on what I can give this club.
Where does the communication skill, the ability to be such a good communicator come from? Because that is one of the strongest skill sets that you have.
Oh, thank you. I don't look at myself in my skill sets or what my strengths are. I think everybody has their own personality, and you have to stay true to that personality. I like to talk to people. I like to get to know people. I'm outgoing. So just because I'm a head coach or a manager, I don't change who I am. I think if you're not authentic in who you are, the players will see through it straight away. I haven't tried to come in here and put my fist on the table. but there's other ways you can get players to believe in you and trust you. And hopefully, I say hopefully, I'm very confident that not just the conversations I have, the team meetings, the detail that we go into, the quality of the training sessions, the quality of our information makes the players say, actually, like, this guy and his staff are serious and they're here to win.
You like a young, fearless side, though, from the teams that we've seen you with at Strasbourg and with Hull City as well. And there is such a huge number of young players here at Chelsea. So what kind of things do you say to them, or opportunities, to give them that hope and that belief that they can do something here?
It's different for each individual. I think I have a high set of values for the group within that, where regardless of tactics or technique or systems, if you're not at your maximum, you're not being respectful. If you don't give everything, you're not being respectful to yourself, to your teammates, to the supporters who pay your wages. And normally, if you max out and give 100% in life, good things happen. So that's my demand. My demands are very simple. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't hide from the ball and give 100%. It's very, very simple. Normally, the rest takes care of itself with all of the details within that.
Does every player have a chance?
Every player has a chance. Who would have said that me from Wandsworth, with the playing career that I've had and the CV that I've had, ends up as head coach at Chelsea? You have to give people a chance. Otherwise, what's the point? You know, everyone has a dream. But to realise your dream and to realise your potential, you have to max out in terms of your work ethic.
Could you talk about the people who you've looked up to? And obviously your dad is one of them. Chris Hughton is another one. Has he been on the phone already?
He has. Yeah, he's messaged me. He said he'll leave me alone. I haven't had a conversation with him yet because I'm still replying to the probably
How
over
many
1,000.
did you get?
I can't count. But to anyone, if there's anyone watching who I haven't replied to yet, I'm sorry. But it takes ages, you know. It's so nice to get those messages of goodwill. Chris is someone who I've looked up to massively as a person. He's got humility and class, the way he manages his group. I don't think anyone has a bad word to say about how he is as a person, which is important to me. Yeah, and he's someone who I've taken a lot from and tried to develop in my own way, the way that I manage a group.
Who were the great Chelsea players that you looked up to? And I only mention the late Gianluca Vialli here because when he took over, and it was ahead of a second leg semi-final against Arsenal in this competition, his first team talk, he gave everybody a glass of champagne. Now, I know that was in the 90s.
Some of my players are too young for that.
Exactly, and times have changed. But what are those
Amazing.
Great Chelsea players? Who were they to you?
Through the years, for me, there was a player. I actually came here on trial. I was 17, and I was lucky enough to train with Gianfranco Zola. And it was like, I was in awe of him. And he trained and he did something. Play was moving this way and he just stood still, received the ball and twisted and turned. And I was 17, I was playing right back on the other side of the pitch. And I think he was a genius. But I remember coming, my uncle Sean, he's a massive Chelsea fan. He can't believe it. But he took me to Stamford Bridge, I'll never forget it. Marcel Desailly, Torre Andre Flo, Frank Leboeuf. It was the beginning of that era when I was like 17, 18. I think I was 15 to watch the lads at Stamford Bridge. But through the years, like David Speedy, like my dad's era, my dad had a punch up with Steve Clark and got sent off for West Ham. Yeah, but through the years, like Didier Drogba, that Jose Mourinho team was incredible. Eden Hazard was a genius.